But with certain habits that we have, our consciousness becomes dumber and dumber, almost stone-like, losing discriminations altogether. Habits means only that, where one has lost its discrimination. It's a difficult one. There is no easy solution to this. A person who wants to fly high cannot have his feet on earth. You want to take a flight by air, A380, you want to go in rockets to moon, to Jupiter, to brighter world. But you don't want to uproot yourself from where we are. How is it going to happen? So one has to make a choice whether you want to evolve or you want to stay back. Stay back in the sense with your consciousness, wherever you are. But with certain habits that we have, our consciousness becomes dumber and dumber, almost stone-like, losing discriminations altogether. Habits means only that, where one has lost its discrimination. Habit does not let you think this from that. Once it becomes a habit, it's difficult to clean that person. Only he has to cry out so loud, "My Lord, please help me," then it is possible. No amount of lecturing, no amount of cleaning from your side will help. He must go to his knees and say, "My Lord, please help," then help will come. That's the only easy way. And then these techniques that we are applying, they'll work like magic. See, drug doesn't have a gun with it. Take me in, drug doesn't claim that, see. It's you who is provoking it. But anyway, we have to understand why a person chooses to take drugs, first of all. What makes them do it? You want to shift in your consciousness, you want to forget your pain, you want to forget your guilt. You say, okay, let me get rid of this pain by taking opiates, and I want to be pain-free. It's okay. It's a natural inclination, but through a wrong substance. They want to shift their consciousness and forget about their guilt, bad things they must have done somewhere. But again, depending on a substance that is going to spoil your consciousness once and for all. See. But deep down, they are all good-hearted people, very good-hearted people. They want to forget pain. They want to forget that inflicted guilt upon themselves, something that have done, and they have a remorse for it, and they say, okay, let me let go of this, maybe this drug will help me. So that's how they start in the first place, and they get hooked on it. How to get out of it is again a tricky business. Alcohol is a similar problem. As far as it's possible, to provide the environment so that they don't attempt it in the first place. It's like a vaccination. See? Vaccination is considered to be the great field where you prevent disease before it can come to you. I recommend you one technique. For example, if you are hooked on some substance, let's say a cigarette, or alcohol, or chili powder, or you may be hooked on to some chocolates. Oh, I must have these chocolates after every lunch or dinner, see. So, what do? There are easier methods also. Try it. If it works, it's fine. If it doesn't work, you're not losing anything. Take example of alcohol or a drug that you consume by mouth, or a drug. Keep it on mentally, I don't say physically. Actual substance need not be kept on the tip of the tongue. But imagine that chili powder that you want to get rid of, or the alcohol whose habits you want to get rid of, just imagine that it is on your tongue. And saturate the entire mouth with the taste of it. And that's all. Do it for a few days, and you should be able to get rid of it. There are many things this Heartfulness Institute has to offer. Among all this, besides all these things, we offer anger detox, anxiety detox, lust detox, fear detox, and how to manage sleep. These are modern day diseases. We are not only looking up into the problems associated with physical health. Today, a major problem is mental health, arising out of moral crisis, and how to tackle this moral crisis at the root level. We're talking only of physical health at this level while we are alive. Yoga is all about going beyond life itself. It is all about existence. It is not just about this life. It is about existence, not only of mine, but everyone else. That's why we have in our Shastras Vishwa Shanti prayer. The prayer not for myself alone, but for everything that exists in this universe. And that is the purpose of yoga.